The morning sun painted golden streaks across the vast ocean as the blue horizon glided over the rolling waves. The salty breeze carried the scent of adventure, but for the crew of seasoned sailors, it was just another routine voyage, until Liam spotted something unusual in the distance. At first, it looked like driftwood bobbing in the water. But as the ship drew closer, a chill ran down his spine. It was moving. "Captain, you need to see this," Liam called out, his voice tight with urgency. The crew rushed to the railings, eyes widening in disbelief. A young bear was struggling in the open sea, its head barely staying above water. It paddled weakly, exhausted, its soaked fur weighing it down. "What in the world is a bear doing this far from shore?" one sailor muttered. No one had an answer. The nearest land was miles away. There was no way it had simply wandered here. Had it been swept out by a current? Had it fallen from an ice shelf? How long had it been fighting for its life? The bear let out a faint, desperate gasp, its strength fading. If they didn't act fast, it would drown. Liam turned to Captain Harris, determination flashing in his eyes. "We have to save it." The captain hesitated. Rescuing a wild animal was dangerous, but looking at the struggling creature, he knew they couldn't just sail past. "Get the ropes," he ordered. "We're bringing it aboard." The sailors sprang into action. The race against time had begun. The deck of the Blue Horizon bustled with urgency as the sailors scrambled to retrieve ropes and safety gear. The bear, now barely keeping its head above water, let out a weak, ragged breath. Time was running out. "Careful," Captain Harris warned. "A scared animal is a dangerous one." Liam and two other crew members, Jake and Marco, tied thick ropes into loops, their hands moving fast but steady. They tossed them toward the bear, hoping it would instinctively grab hold. But exhaustion had drained the creature's strength. It didn't even try. "We have to get closer," Liam urged. With precision, the captain maneuvered the ship until it was just feet away from the struggling animal. The sailors leaned over the edge, ropes in hand, trying again. This time, one loop caught around the bear's torso. "Pull!" Liam shouted. The entire crew heaved, muscles straining as they fought against the bear's weight and the drag of the water. The bear let out a feeble grunt, its limbs limp. It wasn't resisting, it was too weak to fight. After what felt like an eternity, the bear's drenched body lurched onto the deck. It collapsed instantly, chest rising and falling in rapid gasps. The sailors backed away, watching cautiously. Would it panic? Asterisk. But instead of lashing out, the bear simply lay still, shivering, its eyes locked onto Liam. In that moment, an unspoken understanding passed between them. It knew. It had been saved, asterisk. The Blue Horizon rocked gently as the sailors stood frozen, their eyes locked on the drenched bear lying motionless on the deck. No one dared to move. Even a weakened wild animal could be dangerous, and if it lashed out, there would be no easy escape. Liam, still catching his breath from the rescue, took a cautious step forward. The bear's deep brown eyes flickered toward him, not with fear, not with aggression, but with something unexpected. Recognition. "It's not attacking," Jake whispered, breaking the heavy silence. The bear gave a slow, shuddering exhale. It wasn't fighting them. It wasn't running. Asterisk. It simply lay there, its soaked fur dripping onto the wooden planks, its body too exhausted to move. Captain Harris narrowed his eyes. "It knows we saved it." The realization sent a ripple through the crew. Could a wild bear truly understand an act of kindness? Liam wasn't sure, but as he crouched down, just a few feet from the massive creature, he saw no hostility in its gaze. Only trust. One of the sailors cautiously set down a bucket of fresh water. For a moment, the bear didn't react. Then, with a slow and deliberate movement, it dragged itself forward and began to drink. The crew exchanged astonished glances. A wild animal, rescued from certain death, now accepting their help without fear? This was no ordinary encounter. Liam exhaled, tension easing from his shoulders. The bear was safe, but now came the biggest question of all. Asterisk. What would they do with it? Asterisk. The bear had survived the ordeal, but now the sailors faced a new challenge. Asterisk. What to do with it? Asterisk asterisk they were miles from the nearest land, and releasing it into the open sea again was unthinkable. We can't keep it on board, Jake muttered, eyeing the bear warily. What if it regains its strength and turns on us? Liam glanced at the animal. Though still weak, it made no aggressive moves. Instead, it lay calmly, breathing heavily, as if it understood these men meant no harm. Captain Harris made the call. We'll change course. There's an island not far from here, dense forests, fresh water. It's the best chance this bear has. The crew adjusted the sails, setting their sights on a distant lush, uninhabited island that appeared on the horizon. As the ship cut through the waves, Liam couldn't help but steal glances at the bear. It should have been terrified, restless. But instead, it sat there, watching them. Trusting them, asterisk asterisk. Hours later, the island loomed ahead, its towering trees swaying in the breeze. The sailors prepped for the most delicate part of the mission, asterisk asterisk returning the bear to its home, asterisk asterisk. With great care, they guided it toward the edge of the ship. The bear hesitated for just a moment, looking back at Liam one last time before stepping off the deck and onto solid ground. It didn't bolt into the forest. It turned back, locking eyes with its rescuers. Then, with one final glance, it disappeared into the trees. Think we'll ever see it again? Liam asked, still in awe. Captain Harris gave a small, knowing smile. Maybe. But none of them were prepared for what would happen next. Weeks turned into months, and the story of the bear rescue became a legend among the crew of the Blue Horizon. Some dismissed it as just another sea tale, but Liam couldn't shake the feeling that the encounter had been something more. Then, on a routine voyage, fate intervened. Docking near the same island where they had released the bear, Liam and a few crew members decided to stretch their legs on shore. The dense forest loomed ahead, its deep green shadows whispering with the rustle of unseen wildlife. Liam wandered ahead, his boots crunching softly against the damp earth. But then a strange stillness settled over the forest, the birds quieted. The wind hushed. A presence lingered nearby. A low rustling in the underbrush made his breath hitch. Then, asterisk asterisk movement, asterisk asterisk. Liam's pulse pounded as a massive shape emerged from the shadows. It was the bear. But this time, it was different. Stronger. Healthier. Asterisk asterisk its once weakened frame had filled out, and its thick fur glistened under the dappled sunlight. For a brief moment, neither moved. Liam knew the risks. This was a wild animal, no longer vulnerable, no longer in need of rescue. But then, something incredible happened. Instead of charging or retreating, the bear simply stood there, watching him. Liam took a slow step forward. The bear didn't flinch. It remembered him. A lump formed in his throat. Had the bond they forged in that desperate moment at sea truly lasted? As if in silent acknowledgement, the bear gave a slow, measured blink. Then, with one final glance, it turned and disappeared into the forest. Liam exhaled, shaking his head in disbelief. Some things, he realized, go beyond words. Liam stood frozen in place, his heart still pounding as the bear vanished into the thick forest. Had that really just happened? Had a wild animal truly remembered him? The weight of the moment settled over him like the ocean's mist. This wasn't just an ordinary rescue. It was a connection, one that defied instinct, logic, and everything he thought he knew about the wild. Asterisk asterisk. As he made his way back to the shore, the other sailors noticed the look on his face. You all right? Jake asked. Liam hesitated, then nodded. I saw it. The bear. Captain Harris raised an eyebrow. Liam swallowed hard and nodded again. It remembered me. A hush fell over the group. Even the most skeptical among them couldn't deny the weight of his words. Animals were supposed to forget. They were supposed to move on. But this one hadn't. Asterisk asterisk. As the Blue Horizon set sail once more, Liam stood at the railing, staring back at the island. He didn't need to see the bear again to know the truth. Asterisk asterisk kindness leaves a mark. Asterisk asterisk. It might have been just another voyage, just another story to some. But to him, it was proof that even in the vast, untamed wild, gratitude and connection could exist in the most unexpected ways. And somewhere on that island, hidden within the towering trees, a bear remembered the men who had saved its life.